Lex, I want to sit by you.
He's not on the camera. Can you guys see Lex?
Yeah, I can see him. He's good. He's good.
Hey, look at him. No, why was that trying on the camera?
Because it might make sense for you to be on the inside.
No, there's not actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 4. No, I was talking about
The first one. I think blinking means it's muted, right? Like, is this muted?
I'm not sure. I'm waiting for her to let me know if she can hear you guys now. No, it's not. It's reading the audio.
That's reading. Okay, cool.
I just don't know how good it sounds.
Are we good?
Good to go. All right, so what's everyone? We're here with some of our Metro kids, some of our competitors. Just got back from a big tournament, and others have been with us longer than all the rest of them. Right? So you're an OG, Lex. How do you feel about that? You're like original. You're like the original Frito-Lays. Everyone likes that the best. So you guys excited about this podcast? Say yes.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So we're gonna ask you some questions. Coach Muhammad's gonna go first, and like we mentioned, there are no wrong answers. So you guys ready? Say yes.
Yes.
All right.
I can start out first. Question number 1. What are those things on your slippers?
They're different. They're different crops.
Do you want to explain one of each of us?
They're like for your crops.
They're called gibbets.
Yeah, they make. There's a lot of names for the lot of
I got
names.
this one because it's
There's
more it's
charm, gibbets.
Okay, one at a time. What's up with this?
She has the most. Olivia.
She likes food items.
She has a lot of Chick-fil-A's on there.
What do you have?
So do you get one for every Chick-fil-A sandwich you eat?
No, I buy them on Amazon. I buy them on. Then I
Okay.
have all of these for
They're made
them.
specifically for Crocs.
Yeah.
That's what the holes are for.
That's what the holes are.
No,
You
those
have
are for the. Yeah, you can put them in.
That's what the holes are for.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought they were
Crocs
for-
had holes way before they were gibbets.
No?
Yeah.
No, probably. Like, they're probably thinking about making something like that.
Okay, that's cool. That's character.
All
Plus, you know which ones are yours.
Right.
That's what I got. What
would they put holes on it for?
All right. So first question we have. Have you guys ever had to use jiu-jitsu like in real life?
Yeah.
It's twice.
Okay. You have? Have you?
No.
Nico? You? No. 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 So nobody messes with you guys, basically. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start with Lisa. You had to use jiu-jitsu in real life. What happened? Tell us the story.
Okay, so I was at a track meet my sister's year. It's the last track meet of the year, and we had 2 days of school left. And then this kid pushed me from my back while I was walking back to the bench after I did hurdles and I won. And I raced him, but I beat him, so I got first. And then he pushed me, and I hit my tooth on the tree, and my tooth chipped. So then when we got back, like the whole time he was like talking to me, and like it didn't hurt that bad, but then guys, my aunt was there. She's like a dentist, so she told me what to do. Then we got back to the school, and the kid tried to push me again. So then he tried to punch me, so I got him in the rear naked choke, and then I let him go, and I walked home. Since then, after that, he never talked to me again. So moving.
Nico, how about you? Have you had to use jiu-jitsu in real life?
I was on the bus at school. I think it was when I was going home, and my friend RJ, I had a pocket, and I had it out, and I showed it to him, and then he tried to take it, and then
RJ tried to take it? Okay.
This was on a school bus.
Aren't they supposed to be seated on a school bus?
Not if you're doing it right. You probably stand up, they won't even see you.
and then
Maybe
I
you
killed
won't. Then he took, did he end up hitting you back or fight back?
Oh, he took me.
Oh, he tried to choke you. Okay, what'd you do? What type of choke was it? Was it the Hollywood choke? He just put his hands over your windpipe? Oh, really choked you from behind, huh? So you bet you knew how to get out of that, like without even thinking, didn't you? Yeah, because you do that in here like how many times a week?
Probably like every day.
Probably like every day. That's awesome. So you're able to defend yourself. Did you get your pocket back? That's awesome, dude. Congrats, Mr. Nico.
Anybody else? Okay, I have another question for you guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of you have never gotten into a fight. Why do you guys think that is?
You know, people don't want to mess with me.
Scared of Jackson. Obviously.
Yeah.
Why do you think they don't want to mess with you?
Okay, I don't even think that was serious, but what is that?
Okay, who else can answer? Lex, why do you think you've never gotten into a fight?
Well, I really don't know because everybody's like he's too strong for me. I can never take him.
Okay,
Too strong.
Too intimidating looking?
okay.
Intimidating.
Is it because you walk around with your WWE champ belt?
No, it's my clothing.
Oh,
I
yeah.
walk around with really intimidating clothing.
What's intimidating clothing look like? Because right now we all look like a bunch of gymnasts. Like, this is not
Right.
intimidating at all.
I think it's just my face.
Your face. You know when your hair is redder than that, and it was like that fierce red.
Oh,
I
man.
wouldn't mess with you. Like he's got a body. Yeah, I wouldn't mess with you.
Natalia, why do you think you haven't gotten into a fight, or girls don't try to pick on you? Okay,
So stay away from me. Yeah.
Mind your own business a little bit.
okay. How about you, Nina? I don't know that you guys really don't talk to people because you guys are like social butterflies. You guys are chirp, 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 chirping. You're always talking.
You
You're
don't
always
talk to
playing.
people. They just talk. Yeah. You never start conversations in school. You sure?
Only with friends.
Only with friends. How do you make the friends?
I'm talking.
Whoa.
I don't say, hey, you want to be my friend? Hey, you want to be my friend?
And then
One
whatever
of my
you
best
say,
friends.
no.
That's kind of
Unfortunate.
Then you go. Hey, here's a lesson. Here's a life lesson.
Like you have to have.
Shh. Okay. So
Just me.
if you try to make a friend and they say no, you didn't lose it.
Yeah. No, it only gets more awkward.
Gain confidence.
It only gets more awkward. That's
Yeah, but you
embarrassing.
just move on to the next one.
You're like,
How does
hey,
it get
you
more-
want to be my friend?
How can it get more awkward?
Like,
They-
yeah,
they didn't
that's
wanna be your
awkward. How you
friend.
see them again? Wait, then you see them again. That's embarrassing.
It's funny
It's
how
like
How is it embarrassing?
No,
Because
like,
it's like
it's
it's
me is just want to be my friend. I see her again.
Mia, you want to be my friend? If Jackson will be my friend. See? Now you have that. Just go to the next person.
So what if he said no?
You go to the next one.
Yeah, but you have to.
What if eventually someone's going to want to be your friend?
There's like-
Yeah,
there's
you
like
have to. You have to
million
talk.
people.
okay, back to the main question.
So, I mean, why do you think people never mess with me?
She's got a 6'5", 250-pound brother. That's why no one messes with him.
Yes, everybody knows my family. They know I did just like everybody knows.
At which school? At your old school?
I've only been to one school my whole life, so everybody knows.
Like your friends or your family never tried to test you. Like, okay, let me see the jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, my dad does that.
My cousin. That's all the time.
What does he do?
Give a shot.
So one time, we were on my trampoline, and me and my cousin Landon, we were on the trampoline wrestling, and my cousin Caden came over, got on the trampoline, he pushed me, so I did the double leg and I slammed him,
Oh wow.
and then I went over to Landon and
On the
we both teamed
trampoline?
up on.
That's a clean double too.
Of course, it didn't really hurt that.
Yeah, trampoline's not Okay, so I got a question then. What are you guys just what's the flashy shirt you guys have on?
It's the Metro Jiu-Jitsu comp team.
Comp team? Okay,
Yeah.
so then what's the difference between the yellow ones and the black and white ones?
So there's this like team that we have.
That travel.
Yeah,
It's a
travel.
competition.
It's a competition.
It's more harder than we have like
Yeah.
So the only way you can compete is if you get one of those like flashy yellow ones.
No.
You can compete with them.
You can compete.
It makes
Yeah.
Lex, have you ever
That's how they
competed?
act.
Oh yeah, 3 times I think.
That's what's up. And were you wearing a flashy yellow thing like that? No. So then that's a special team you guys do to go. You said to travel.
Yeah.
So hold on. So
Are you
inside.
the elected travel team spokesperson?
Well, obviously.
Okay. It wasn't so obvious.
But anyways, my mom said there's like this little team inside the competition team that's like a travel team where they travel to Florida or wherever state. And I did it, yeah.
Like they just did when they went to Florida for kids' pants.
You went to Florida for kids' pants?
Yeah.
How was that?
It was easy.
Fun.
Yeah,
Or no, it was
how'd you guys do
There's a
that?
lot of screaming.
A lot of screaming in like what language?
Screaming like
Portuguese, Portuguese,
English.
There's Portuguese,
English,
English, Spanish.
A lot of language.
Yeah.
Did any of you guys place?
Yeah.
I did.
He got first, I got
You first, you got second?
First.
Wow. Congrats, you guys. That's a big deal. So what is kids' pants?
So
It's a
Is it like a pan contest? Like you go to win like pots of
It's
pans?
like a
So-
it's like
Is it a
adult
cooking
world.
contest?
It's adult world.
It's kind of like adults world, but
it's no.
That's
That's
why-
why
that's
the
why
biggest.
it's
It's the biggest tournaments that under 16-year-olds can do.
That's basically adult world. That's what.
Well, we don't know what pants means. We just know that it's called kids' pants.
yeah.
Pan American
And we know
Championship.
it's for
Pan American
It's the biggest kid tournament. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
In North America.
Wow, that's a pretty big deal. And you guys went to Florida? Were you guys nervous? It sounds nervous. Nervous. Was that
We went
nervous?
to Texas too.
No, that wasn't so nervous.
No.
I mean, it's weird being out of the state.
Nothing really different
They
about
got rewarded by swimming after too.
Oh, what part of Florida were you in?
Orlando.
Orlando.
Did you guys go to Disney World?
No.
No.
So-
we
We,
were,
coach,
but
we were there for business.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, the
Okay, but
kids,
business doesn't mean 5 days.
the kids had to take care of business. It was-
no, well maybe we could have gone to Disney.
We were supposed to go to Disney.
You guys get to
but then
swim.
so many
We were
trips supposed to go to Disney. Yeah.
By the way, it was Orlando and Kissimmee.
Yeah. Okay. Understood. You know what you guys like? Have you ever been on that big screen?
No, never.
We didn't go.
Oh my God, we saw that.
Yeah,
that big
Oh,
super
heck no.
Oh yeah, we saw
that.
that. Olivia wanted to go on
Like
it.
the ones next to the food.
Olivia
Yeah,
should have gone.
nah.
Olivia
So-
wanted to go on it.
So for the kids' pants, so this is a world championship. So you said you took first.
Yep.
So tell us about your.
Was it your first time?
Was your first match hard? Was your first, second, or third match the hardest?
It was my third.
Why?
Because I don't know how, but he was lower ranked than me, and he kept like inverting himself, like front rolling or back rolls and whatever.
That means taking your body and turning it into basically a ball. What's that animal that does that? A caterpillar?
Armadillo?
Armadillo.
Yeah. Armadillo.
Okay.
Turtle.
Or a caterpillar.
I was gonna say dodgeball for a second, but
Yeah.
you said animal.
Kinda.
It's either a caterpillar or a armadillo. But anyways, so he like kept inverting himself, and I couldn't get like the right position, so I kept just getting advantages and not points. So
Were you scared at all that last match that it wasn't going to go your way?
it felt like the same. At first, I was like, yeah, I'm a little nervous, and then halfway through the match, I was like, okay, I think I got this.
So how do you guys practice for that? Are the practices easy or hard?
We trained for
Like, what do you mean?
so many months.
Like the camp that we did to go through
I mean,
this?
yeah. I mean, training for a competition. Leading up to
So-
a competition. Like, is that easy or hard for you guys?
That was hard.
So, okay.
Hard.
There was a lot of hard days.
So for like big tournaments like pans, it's really hard.
Okay. Well, why would you do something like that? Why wouldn't you just stay home and play Minecraft?
Because you know,
Said I would.
Minecraft and up to
You
you.
know you would. I've seen you in here so much. Like,
I don't know the answer to that question.
Nico,
How
you
do
do,
I guess it's because it's fun.
How are you supposed to?
Exactly.
You get to see the world.
It's worth the hard work for the chance to win.
And also, if you have like a medal after like a match or whatever, you feel like really good when you have it.
Okay, it's a good feeling to win. Like all your hard work's paid off. Do you guys think you like challenges or?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Do you guys like? What are some other challenges? Like, have you ever taken on any other challenges outside of jiu-jitsu?
I went to my cousin's uncle. I went to my uncle's house, and he challenged me to bench press 65 pounds.
Did you do it?
I got like this high, and my uncle couldn't really do that because he's got a disease that helps. Like he's got a disease. Diseases don't help. Diseases
Of the
that
muscle?
makes his muscle like
Weak. Were you able to bench press to 65 pounds though?
Yeah, I got like halfway up.
That's great work, dude.
I have a question for you guys. Have you ever
No,
traveled
that's
out?
not how this works. we have. I'm just kidding.
Have you ever traveled outside of North America?
Never for jiu-jitsu?
No, it's safe. I stay in America. You've probably you've traveled quite a lot.
Yeah, not for jiu-jitsu, but I've traveled to Jerusalem, Palestine, Germany, France, Jordan.
So like
I traveled to Fiji. That's another country.
Australia. In Australia.
It's near Australia.
Yeah. So wait, it's basically like it's close to New Zealand, or is it?
How many states have?
Sounds
How many times have you traveled? Like just like name the states and countries. There's too many.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, too many. I traveled to about 48 states and every major city in every state.
So what? Okay, so what's like one of your guys' happiest stories? Happiest or funniest stories at Metro?
Starting with Natalia. Yes, we haven't heard from you.
Yeah.
What's a funny story in jiu-jitsu?
I need to think about it. I don't know.
Okay, we'll come back to you. Nico, we haven't heard from Olivia.
I guess yesterday we played a game and Coach Chabot had a verse you too.
Oh my god, that was so
And we
funny.
did it so much.
No, it was not.
Yeah.
No. He went in the other people's team because they were already
You're
winning.
interrupting Olivia.
She literally just passed it to me, and then afterwards, me and her had to verse each other. She needed somebody to help her, so
Yeah,
we
so
picked
I
me,
picked her.
and then we kept
She was on
pushing
my
him, and we both fell.
For what?
Yeah, because you're just too strong. It's a
We were
sumo.
playing a game called Sumo
Oh,
20.
yes.
So you know, there's a circle, and he was just trying to push them out of the thing,
Like
or take them down,
wrestling.
and we couldn't. So it was me and Jabeen, Coach Jabeen, and then I picked Mia because Mia was, and then we both got.
What the heck is
No, because it was just, I think
that like?
it was just
metal?
me, Mia.
So the games was your funnest example, Natalia. Olivia, that was your funnest. Natalia, do you have like a funniest story? Funniest story?
Yesterday when we were done with class, we braked and
Oh my god.
Oh, and
me, Olivia, and Mia, we all jumped into Coach.
and then he fell.
You take him down?
No, he fell over. He
And
fell over.
then,
That's
and then Mia went out.
He's still like got back up with them on him.
Yeah, I was still on his back.
Yeah, and I was
still
trying
on
to
him.
take his phone, do a million pictures. I love taking pictures.
Right? Yeah, he's.
Nico, what's your funnest story in jiu-jitsu? Do you have a day that you remember that was like really hard or really scary or really
Most
had fun?
memorable day.
Remember a moment.
Memorable.
Memorable moment.
Okay, speak.
It means like it's when you remember it like strongly.
Sticks out.
Something you won't forget. It could be anything. It could be training or not training. It could be the barbecue. It could be anything.
When I first started, I met, I made friends with this one kid. I forgot his name, but I went I kept going every other day, and then I never saw him.
You made friends your first day. Wow, that's amazing. Well, so people are super friendly, huh? So I have a question. Like, let's take jiu-jitsu out of it, since like most of you haven't used jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Like, what are some things that you guys have learned from Metro that you can use outside?
Starting with
Olivia.
What have you learned from Metro that you've taken outside of Metro?
It doesn't have to be jiu-jitsu. It can be anything that
Yeah, it doesn't have to be jiu-jitsu. It could be one of our mat chats. It could be one of the lessons that we've taught.
Probably getting more confidence. Because when I was younger, like getting more confidence.
Okay. You guys are kind of shy. Yeah. How about you? How about you, Lex? Is that what's something you've used, not jiu-jitsu, that we taught you?
Skill.
Okay. What type of skill?
Like strong skill. Like
strong suit.
Like what type of skill? Like what's something that you've done outside of here, or had to use outside of here that you wouldn't have been able to do if not for the coaches taught you?
Do like a podcast like this. We get like Chick-fil-A sandwiches after this.
Yeah, please. Like, get it from me. Get it from me.
Staff. What's the one thing? Is that you said it's a skill? Smarts. Okay. Like how to make better choices. Yeah, I've seen you grow in that too, dude. Super proud.
So, Olivia, you said more confidence. Like, where did you use the confidence? Or where do you use the confidence? Because that's why your mom and dad signed you guys up and want you to train jiu-jitsu, because they want you to be more confident. Yeah, where do you use it, and how do you use it?
Probably in school because my teacher did like, you have to come up in front of the class and do that. Present your presentation or write on the board. I never used to do that. So I messed up or something. But now I know. How did you do it? Well, I didn't have to do it, but like I had more confidence that I could do it. I don't really do it more often, but I did it. Was it nice class? Yeah. Did you get the answer right?
What's up? So how much longer do you guys see yourself training jiu-jitsu?
I've seen myself for a
Long
long time.
time? Okay. You don't see it ending anytime soon? Any of you guys are like, hey, you know what? It's been a long run, but it's been a good run, but I think I've had enough jiu-jitsu for the rest of my life.
So for me, the only reason why I would quit jiu-jitsu is because of my other sports. That's the only reason why I would.
Okay. What other sports do you play?
I used to play, I still play soccer.
Huh?
No, I quit baseball. But I play soccer, jiu-jitsu. Huh? No. But yeah.
You thought he just quit everything and only
No,
trained jiu-jitsu.
Probably it's most likely soccer.
So okay, so mostly soccer. So let's now have you seen jiu-jitsu help you with that?
Not really.
Help you with your soccer at all? Not even your aggression.
No, I feel like they're two different things that deal with two different styles, I guess.
Coach, you said you played soccer for like a couple years, right?
8 years.
8 years. Oh, okay. All right. So did you see jiu-jitsu help you with soccer at all?
Yeah, so jiu-jitsu helped me a lot with soccer because my base, because I did jiu-jitsu and I had to take down and pull guard, so I always did.
Yeah, that deserves a high five. That's
I never learned.
that's a high five. Yeah.
So I did takedowns. My base was always good. So when I would do soccer, I got a nickname in soccer. I was called the bulldozer because
Bulldozer.
when we were doing drills, I need to run shoulders. I would always knock them down because my base from jiu-jitsu. So my base was always good in helping stay standing when I was dribbling the ball or I had to go steal the ball. But I'm retired from soccer.
You're retired.
Yeah,
At the ripe age of what? 13.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I started football. But
Oh.
it helps me a lot. Like when we tackle, I use takedowns like double legs or single legs, like trips, whatever I need to do to get someone down.
Oh, wow.
Emma, how about you?
You allowed to double leg someone in football?
I did it. I got moved
Yeah.
up to varsity.
Like you can literally lift someone up and double leg them.
No.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah,
You're
you
fast
can.
enough to catch them, yeah?
You lift them up, you set them on the ground, maybe they fumble.
You can even
I remember
drive your shoulder into that.
I'm surprised more wrestlers don't do that. Like they don't like.
Emma, how about you?
I took a break of soccer to focus on jiu-jitsu. I wasn't like coming as much. I wasn't coming to jiu-jitsu as much when I was playing soccer. So I wanted to take a break and focus on jiu-jitsu. And I was doing soccer for
A year, right?
I started when I was 7. Yes, I was. I did. I wasn't on a real team. I was on GSC. So I was like maybe 6 or 7.
What's your funnest part about jiu-jitsu? I'm gonna guess. But let's see what you have to say. I think I know.
I wanted to hear yours.
Slurpees after training. Okay, after the slurp, well, the slurpees could be it.
Yeah.
I
That's
know
one of them. Yeah.
What else?
Yeah. That's one. When me and Mia started doing first time, and then we started screaming in class. And then we got in trouble.
You guys still do that.
You got in trouble.
And then we didn't even jump in. He said he was young.
Whose class do you scream at? Like
The
do you get to
says,
scream in my class?
No.
Oh no.
No, you
No.
don't. But it's a
No.
joke and they laugh.
It's
It's like we
Coach
don't do it
Drill,
again.
Coach Travis, we just do it for a joke. Like not like scream like like they say something.
We just
They say
laugh
something
a
super
lot.
loud.
Yeah.
We just laugh a
And
lot.
how has you confidence helped you outside in school or other sports? Can you give us an example when you spoke up? Please speak up loud. That's true, right? So have you spoken up at school or in sports?
I have a question actually for Mr. Lex.
Wow.
Mr. Lex, what has your mom said about your training jiu-jitsu? Has you guys talk about jiu-jitsu at all?
Oh yeah, a lot.
Yeah, a lot.
She talks with her friends about this. Like that's like the literal only thing she'll talk
That's the
about.
only thing she talks about. Well,
Because
when
most
she
of
talks
her-
about you train, or does your mom train too?
Yeah, she does train too.
Okay. So what like when your mom talks to you about jiu-jitsu, what does she say about your training?
You're doing a good job.
So she reinforces you?
Yeah.
She reinforces it? Does she ever like tear you down, be like, hey, you know what, you need to do this way better. I saw you messing around, like, and kind of like tell you that you're not doing great.
No. She teaches me some things. Like if I do something wrong, she'll like go back and like go, hey look, see, I saw you get the arm bar.
Oh, okay. And she knows because she trains. So do you guys work better if someone like tells you what you're doing wrong and says, hey, don't do that again?
Okay,
Or do you
Wait,
do better if they train you fully?
It depends who it is. If it's my mom who doesn't know anything about jiu-jitsu, I hate it. I hate it. And then my dad, he knows jiu-jitsu, but when he's not coaching, I hate it.
Okay.
So, I
So when
mean,
he's not coached, so
if
pretty
he's
much it just
walking
sounds like
around-
you don't like your parents, correct?
no. My mom, I do not like
If
jiu-jitsu.
you ask me to black belt.
Okay.
My
So
dad.
hang on, wait a second. I know your mom, and your mom's been around jiu-jitsu longer than all of you have been alive.
Wait a minute.
So yes. And so what does she give? Because she wouldn't just give some senseless
She's like,
advice.
just sit there, just do whatever. My dad is walking, he tells me what to do.
Are we talking like during
Because
class?
he's a black, yeah. Like if
Oh,
she do
okay, during class. Okay.
like, but my mom, she doesn't know like I don't think she knows.
And the tournament,
So she'll be telling us, she's like, sit there, and we'll be in guard like in a triangle. She's like, don't tap. And she's like, just sit there.
oh yeah, she told me that. So,
Are you up on points? Maybe she's. How do you know? Maybe
she
she's
just
trying to get
doesn't
you
know
to
anything
stop
about
the
jiu-jitsu. She thinks she's a black belt.
she's like, I'm a black belt. I know this.
She's a black belt mom.
How about the rest of you guys? Like, do you do better if people point out what you're doing wrong or
Okay.
reinforce
Oh
it?
my god,
Yeah.
so with me, I know my dad knows a lot because like he watches all like he watches his famous people like John Danaher, anybody. He watches these famous people and then like they watches their videos and they're all
Is that where you're getting your jiu-jitsu?
Yes.
John Cena?
No.
but my parents like I know they know a lot. I just hate it when they do that. Because they don't know the pressure in there. So like sometimes like choke up in there or anything.
In on a match, in a tournament, you're saying? Yeah, because your parents train too, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Do you guys think it's a little bit easier to accept critique maybe from a coach on the mat than a parent at home?
Yeah.
Even if they train?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Why do you guys think that is?
Because
Because you guys would have more experience.
Yeah.
Okay, but even his parents do train.
And
And your mom trains.
yeah, but it's like they just started.
yeah, I feel like our coaches. I know that my coaches know more than my parents. So.
Okay. Well, so I think it's worth noting now. You guys agree that there's a difference between being able to do something and being able to teach something.
I mean, I know it. I know that.
What's something you're really, really good at?
Football, Americana.
No, like it doesn't have to be jiu-jitsu. What's something you're really good at? You're really good at football? Okay, so
I'm
you
good at
need,
Candy Crush.
okay, you need to teach me how to throw a perfect flat.
Oh, we're perfect
Can
at
you do
doing stuff
that,
like
Tony?
this. I can do that, but not very accurate.
Ah, okay.
That
You have.
So it changes a little bit, right? Because coaching someone through something, even though you can throw, I'm sure, a perfect spiral, I've never really thrown a football.
You don't know to explain.
that hand.
So what made you do it?
Like,
So we're gonna ask what time do you got, Christian? What time do you got?
351.
3:51?
Yeah.
All right, we got like one more question. And then we got you to start. So
So let me ask one question, Coach. If there were other kids out there that are thinking about starting jiu-jitsu, or other parents that are thinking about starting jiu-jitsu,
Yep.
so why should they start, and what do you think that will happen if they stick with it? We're gonna go around, everybody answer this question.
Can I start?
Start with Issa. So if they're thinking about starting jiu-jitsu, why should they start, and what do you think will happen if they do jiu-jitsu?
How old are they?
Say your own age.
My age. I think if you start at my age, like if you stick with what you started, it'll be very good for you. And if you stick with it, it'll be even better because you'll learn a lot of things and you can use it. It'll just take time for you to like perfect it and get really good at it. So you gotta practice a lot, and I think you should really do it. When you start it, you should try it and stick with it for a little while to sit out.
Okay, so me, if it's like a parent, I don't want them to start jiu-jitsu because then they'll say like my bones hurt. I gotta take like 3 months off. And then, especially with my dad, he's like, "Oh, my shoulder hurts," and then, he's just like moving his arm around. So if parents do it, I wouldn't like.
So, Mr. Jackson, how old are you? 10. In about 20 years, maybe 19.
Yep.
Your body's gonna come to you and have a closed door meeting and say, we need to have a chat about things like sugars and inflation, inflammation, and lots of other stuff. It happened to me. I used to have the exact same thing. I'd walk on the mat and say, I'm ready for a Shark Tank. And then about 28, 29 years old, things started to change, right? The aches and pains started to come into play. So you'll find out soon enough. But I think it's even more, I still see your dad on the mat. So even though he's doing injuries, so do you think it actually says something a little bit more that he's working through those injuries? Wouldn't you agree? Yes.
Yeah.
I would too.
You know how old Coach Mark is? You know how old Coach Mark is? No,
60.
really, he's 60. He's still.
Oh, the blue belt that like just got promoted.
Yeah, he just earned his blue. Yep, absolutely. Mr. Nico, what would you say?
Somebody was thinking about jiu-jitsu, why should they do it? And when they get your age, what do you think that would happen? They would get out of training jiu-jitsu.
Somebody older that he can defend himself.
Okay, that's good. That's very good. You think you can defend yourself? I know you can.
Stop someone from choking them on the bus. Absolutely. How many, Miss Olivia?
If they want to do it, I think anybody can do it because if you meet more people, you can get more confidence.
What if they have anxiety?
If they have anxiety, they can still do it because like it helps you and like you can meet people and like you can like nobody will like care if you like are nervous or if you mess up like you're showing a really different class. If you mess up, like they don't care. It's okay if you mess up.
Have any of you guys ever had anxiety?
I have.
Yeah. has jiu-jitsu helped with that at all?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, big time. Like a little or a lot?
Well, a lot.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Miss Olivia. It's even enough.
Like no answers for anything.
It was three people.
Yeah, dig deep on that.
You
dig
should.
deep.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
Why should somebody your age train jiu-jitsu? And what do you think that would happen to them if they keep training?
I think they should do
Why does that sound scripted? Why does that sound like something your dad wrote on a piece of paper and told you to write? Like honestly, like have you ever recommended jiu-jitsu to a friend at school?
sometimes. They're like, karate's better.
No, it's not.
Okay, so you've recommended to it. So you must have believed in it. What were they trying to do? Learn how to do what?
They show me more than that.
Do you think jiu-jitsu is better than karate?
Oh yeah.
Yes. They go karate, you can get hurt in
Do
jiu-jitsu.
you
I say you can get hurt in karate, you just
Okay. I'm gonna say
Karate,
something.
you go through
I
that
don't-
way fast.
I don't know if it's with like parents or anything, but if someone said, like my friends always tease me about this, if I say I do jiu-jitsu, they're always like, you want to show me some like kung fu
I hate
or
when they do
karate?
Show me some karate. Show me some karate.
Have they seen? You haven't seen our new shirt.
Or
Yeah,
Yeah, it's for the last time it's not karate. I have
or at like Culver's or something when I go to get like food, they're always like, oh, so you do karate?
And I hate
Just
the
tell them
karate.
that
The struggle's real, guys. Christian, we need to make that on like a harsh truth about jiu-jitsu, like for the last and final time. If it was Metro Karate, you would know, right? Like they would say that on the shirts. Okay, Miss Mia.
Why should somebody train jiu-jitsu? What do you think will happen? So think about the old Mia and talk about the new Mia. Why do you think they should train?
Let's hear it.
I feel like they would gain a lot of confidence. Because when I joined, I really didn't like talking. Now she loves talking. I didn't like talking to people.
Wait, the old Mia did not like talking to people?
Oh, but now I
The new Mia loves talking to people.
Now we don't stop talking. We don't stop talking.
Okay.
Now you do push-ups for time.
Right.
I don't know what time we did push ups.
Even if they like scream across the room, they still don't get push-ups.
Natalia, how about you?
Because the coaching.
Okay.
No, it's
What is the sixth question again?
they will probably better at it and they will probably
Do you get better from training? What else? What's happened to you?
me
Yeah.
like confidence a little bit better and they'll probably have to go back to
Okay,
As
so
a
relax.
final sayer guy, I feel like somebody who's like really wanting to do jiu-jitsu, I feel like they should, because when I started, I met a lot of friends. My social anxiety went like all the way down. I didn't have any social anxiety after the first day of jiu-jitsu. I believe that any age, except for those, I feel like a lot of people who want to do jiu-jitsu should, and like not have any second thoughts about it. Because you can gain confidence and make a lot of friends.
Cool. Thanks for sharing that.
So that's it, you guys. So then we are gonna we're gonna you guys all doing class, right?
Yeah.
Is someone helping coach the pandas? Who's helping coach the pandas?
Me.
I mean, I can hold that.
We got 6 coaches.
I don't know if I'm
It's okay.
okay.
All right, you guys. That's our 3-year-olds. We're
It,
good.
it depends if I'm
All right.
coaching.
Let's get. I want let's see, Lex and Mia to count us down. Team on 3.
Team on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Team!